If you want to have a guess, how much do I weigh?
Yes, okay.
Let's find out.
No.
Next stop, Ethiopia. Welcome to Ethiopia. I think my first stop might be to an umbrella shop. This this weather is grim. It's like being back in England. It's lovely and wet. Well, it was a little worrying in the elevator, but look at this view in my room. Ethiopia is an incredibly unique country. During the scramble for Africa, it was the only country that didn't get colonized in the 1800s. They've got such a unique lettering and language system here. And they even have their own calendar. They use the Gregorian calendar for things like flights, because you have to, really, and it's becoming more common in the country, but they have their own unique calendar, which I think is fascinating. I remember being a little boy 25-30 years ago, and Ethiopia was a place synonymous with poverty. You think back to things like children in need. A lot of the images you often saw when watching that was people in Ethiopia. And the turnaround here has been amazing. It's now a very rich country in Africa, and Addis Ababa is probably going to become a megacity in Africa, a hub for technology, infrastructure development. And so far, I've got to say, it is really nice. Well, there's Jesus, but I don't think I've ever seen this image of him before, holding St. George's Cross. And that's in front of this church, Bed Hanalem Cathedral, which has some really beautiful mosaics on the roof. Ethiopia is a Christian country, but interestingly it also has the fourth holy city of Islam. It's a pretty unique country in that regard, because there's also a large Jewish community in the northwest of the country. It's there aren't many countries that have such diverse and large communities of multiple religions, but Ethiopia is definitely one. I guess this is a neighborhood which has a lot of tall buildings, hotels, apartments, things like that. And so many of them are incredibly modern and quite fancy, really. And Addis Ababa itself is a relatively young city. now the capital of Ethiopia. And you can tell just from the buildings and the cars that it's a city on the up. It is striking just how much construction's going on around me now. I'm on one of the main roads through Addis Ababa, and there's just construction everywhere. I think the only thing that's probably surprised me so far, just walking around this area in the city, is I haven't seen a single obvious tourist. And Africa as a continent is a lot harder and more expensive to travel in and around than Asia, for example. But I mean, this is an amazing city. People need to come here. It is great so far. Honestly, every single street seems like every other building's under construction or about to be unveiled. It's incredible. If there's a city in Africa with more development going on, then wow, I'd love to see it. The buildings just flip-flop between modern hotel slash hipster cafe followed by building site. I mean, this place could look incredible in 5 to 10 years. It's already pretty incredible now, to be honest. I will say a lot of the construction work seems to be half finished, and that's being generous. Yeah, maybe the city of Addis Ababa needs to invest a little portion of their building fund into pavement fund, or sidewalk fund if you want. It's yeah. It's almost a bit like the Camino del Rey in Spain, that famous YouTube video from years and years ago. It's even better than KFC. Something I've seen a few times now, and I don't know why, is kids holding a set of scales. And I guess I pay them for them to weigh me. I'm not really sure of the point, but that seems to be a thing here in Ethiopia. Hello. What is this? To weigh myself?
No photo.
Oh, there's no photo.
Yes, good.
Huh?
Good.
Photo is okay?
Yes, okay.
Okay, you want to be on the photo?
No, and then I go. Let's sit down now.
Here.
No, just they are joking. No, this is.
You might.
What?
You might.
Huh? Yuma?
Okay.
How much is this? What am I paying? Are you going to tell me how much I weigh? 5, okay. And
No.
you can tell me how much I weigh.
Yeah, I tell you.
100.
Because I know.
Okay.
100. Yes.
If you want to have a guess, have a guess. How much do I weigh?
Yes, okay.
Let's find out.
No.
Okay.
Go.
Stepping on. Wow.
No.
If I stand on one side, we can make it wobble.
90 something like.
Wow.
Give kilo.
Only 5.
Somewhere between 90 to 100 kilograms. I don't even know. You know, why don't they use a normal measurement like stone? Everyone knows what stone is, right? Okay, thank you very much. That was very...
Thank you.